Coming up, the VSU community turns out to honor Jasmine Benjamin.
And VSU gets ready for the holidays. Your News Valdosta starts now. Welcome to News Valdosta. I'm Ariel Brooks.
And I'm Daniel Young. As the investigation continues into Jasmine Benjamin's death, students rallied in her memory this past Saturday. The Valdosta State community held the candlelight vigil, Fallen but Not Forgotten, in remembrance of Jasmine Benjamin on the steps of Georgia Hall. The ceremony was held on Saturday, December 1st, what would have marked her 18th birthday. Because she loved purple, attendees wore shirts and released balloons in that same color in her honor. President Bill McKinney spoke of how she would always be remembered, and close friends of Benjamin sang a song and read poetry. Everyone participated in the silent reflection and prayer for Benjamin's family, as well as the singing of the happy birthday song.
2 people are dead on a Wyoming college campus and another in a nearby neighborhood. Over 30 law enforcement officers answered a call on the Casper College in Cheyenne on Friday, where the victims were found dead as a result of a bow and arrow type weapon. Local officials haven't identified the victims, only that one is a female and one is a male. The third body found off campus is believed to be the killer of the victims. The incident is still under investigation by local authorities.
As part of an effort to overhaul education in France, President Francois Hollande is proposing the elimination of homework. He says homework penalizes children with difficult home situations, but even the people whom the proposal is supposed to help disagree. Emmanuel Davidkoff, the editor-in-chief of a magazine and website devoted to French education, says that poor people know that school is very important, and to give their children a better life, they must succeed at school. Another reason is because the French are discovering that their performance internationally has been declining over the last 10 years. The French are performing worse than Americans in reading and science.
While people know that Christmas is this month, most aren't aware that it's also Safe Gifts and Toys Month. News Valdosta's Yolanda Mitchell has more on how purchasing certain toys may prevent eye injuries.
Hey, how are y'all?
Preventing eye injuries in children is important, especially when observing December as Safe Gifts and Toys Month. Parents should make sure that they allow their children to play with toys that aren't dangerous to their eyes. According to researchers, over 90% of eye injuries are preventable with the use of protective eyewear. Optician Stephen Bell at Bell's Optical says that none of their patients complained of eye injuries that could not have been avoided with protective eyewear.
Maybe, an activity like shooting the paintballs and things of that nature. You want to wear protective eye gear made out of materials that are conducive to withstand a projectile going at a certain speed so that the lens won't shatter. And that's probably the best way.
Bell says there's no excuse for not wearing the proper eyewear to avoid injury and ensure healthy vision.
Especially if you got a child that's active. And even if they don't need a prescription, if they're playing these sports that are contact, has a ball involved, racquetball, tennis, anything of that nature, you need some protective eyewear.
Bell also emphasizes the importance of children having an annual eye exam. Children can be set up for learning disabilities, bad behavior, and bad grades if vision problems are detected. Make sure to consider your child's eyes when purchasing toys this holiday season. With News Valdosta, I'm Yolanda Mitchell.
Coming up, what's next for the Blazer football team in the playoffs?
And the warm weather is back this week. We'll have your forecast. Stay with us.
Valdosta State University. Encouraging.
In-depth inquiry.
Hands-on experience.
Service and involvement.
And a global view.
While offering
a beautiful residential campus.
over 100 fields of study,
graduate and online degrees,
and championship athletics.
All in a warm and friendly community.
Get connected and involved.
do more, become more.
Valdosta State University.
That's slow. That's slow and below.
Look, he's blushing.
Seriously? Okay.
Welcome back to News Valdosta. It was a huge weekend for local sports here in Wintersville.
We'll start with the VSU Blazers, who are continuing their run at a national championship. The Blazers better get their cold weather gear packed because they are heading to Minnesota this weekend for the semifinal game against Minnesota State Mankato. Finishing the quarterfinal against Carson Newman on Saturday with a final score of 48-26, the Blazers offense brought 525 yards. Both teams went into the game with 9 wins and 2 losses. This victory bumps Valdosta State's season record to 10-2.
In Division I football, the SEC championship went to the Alabama Crimson Tide, crushing the hopes of a Georgia Bulldog National Championship. Instead, Georgia now takes on Nebraska in the Capital One Bowl on New Year's Day. That game takes place in the Florida Citrus Bowl in Orlando. The Crimson Tide will take on the Notre Dame Fighting Irish on January 6th. The winner of that game will be the BCS National Champion.
In a spectacular undefeated season, the Valwood Valiants nabbed the state championship this weekend against the Westwood Wildcats. Since 1999, this is Valwood's 4th undefeated season and championship. Coach Ashley Henderson had glowing remarks about how hard the team has worked and come together, citing the team members' dedication to practices, camps, and workouts. Valwood tallied up 446 yards of offense and defensive touchdown at the end of the first half. The final score in the championship game was 48-13.
The Greater Valdosta Community Christmas Parade marched down North Patterson Street this past Saturday night. The parade was put on by the City of Valdosta and the Ossipee Temple number 65 and has been in the works since last January. The parade featured many Christmas-themed floats, and the top 3 will receive a trophy. All proceeds from the parade are donated to charitable organizations in the area.
Taking a look at your local weather, expect sunny skies this afternoon with a high near 80. This evening will be clear with a low in the mid-50s. Tomorrow will be partly cloudy with a high near 80, and the evening will be clear with lows in the mid-50s.
Coming up, the local community honors World AIDS Day.
And we'll tell you about VSU wrapping up the semester. Stay with us.
Thank you for calling your GED Pep Talk Center. All right, now, are you ready for your GED Pep Talk?
Being nervous is okay. It just shows that you're serious about getting your diploma.
All right, listen, we all need a little nudge sometimes. I don't function without coffee in the morning, but it is going to take more than a double mochaccino to help you here.
A lot of things are scary. Heck, I'm scared of clowns.
No quiero ir. Danny, no lo puedo hacer. Quiero ir. Danny, lo voy a hacer.
DMC, liking your pep talk style.
Just keeping it real, Debs. Just keeping it real.
Louder! Louder! I'm gonna get my GED! Come on! Get your GED!
Whatever motivation you need, we've got a pep talk for you. Get your GED pep talk and find free classes at yourged.org.
I got my MBA online at VSU. As a working mom who travels on business, I needed an MBA program that fit my schedule and allowed me to balance both my work and home life. VSU's Web MBA was perfect. I was able to spend time with my family in the evenings and then complete my assignments. My MBA is one of my greatest accomplishments. It was hard work, but I would do it again in a heartbeat. Don't wait. Start your MBA today.
Welcome back to News Valdosta. I'm Ariel Brooks.
And I'm Daniel Young. Valdosta State University raised awareness last week for HIV/AIDS leading up to World AIDS Day. News Valdosta's Valencia Williams has more on this worldwide event that was recognized locally right here in Valdosta.
Valdosta State University held events during the week to raise awareness for HIV and AIDS in observance of World AIDS Day. Several organizations on campus held an AIDS awareness forum called Kill the Noise, with a guest speaker, poetry, and skits to demonstrate the consequences of not having safe sex. Speaker Percy Chastain expressed his contribution to AIDS awareness.
As a youth outreach worker, my primary responsibility is to reduce teen pregnancy and to prevent premature sexual activity among teens. So in that, we're hoping that just by delaying or denying young people from becoming sexually active before time, that we can also stem the rise of the HIV epidemic as well.
Students were also able to participate in HIV testing on campus, offered by the South Health District HIV and AIDS program.
Honestly, we're all college students and we are sexually active, and I feel that, for us to be protected, and we should, know our status, and as far as like STDs and transmitted diseases and, HIV, AIDS, and all that, so we could be, protected for our future.
Today is the last day for classes for VSU students. Tomorrow is Dead Day, a day when no classes or finals are to be scheduled to give students a break before finals. Final exams will take place Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Commencement ceremonies will be held this weekend. The ceremony for the graduate school will begin Friday at 6 p.m. and undergraduate ceremonies will begin on Saturday. Visit the school's website for more information about final exams or commencement times.
As it is nearing the end of the semester, you may find yourself with a hole in your pocket. But it is time to return your used textbooks. The VSU bookstore is now buying back selected textbooks so VSU students can see how much these books are worth. The buyback team will only accept books in good condition, and they usually offer about a third of the new buying price. If you're looking for additional locations to sell books back, you can check out Lee's Bookstore on Baytree.
While the semester is winding down, the season of giving is just beginning. VSU Student Life's Holiday Helper Project will continue through Friday. Through this annual service project, students, faculty, and staff can make a difference in the lives of those less fortunate in the community. The Student Life Office Christmas tree is decorated with paper ornaments with wish lists for underprivileged children written on them. Those wishing to participate may choose an ornament from the tree and return the gifts listed on it unwrapped to the Student Life's office before closing on Friday.
It's a common occurrence these days, but 20 years ago today, the first text message was sent by a telecom company developer, Neil Papworth. We've come a long way since the first text message. We are no longer using computers to send the texts. The message, Merry Christmas, was sent from his computer to a cell phone. Today, texting is the most widely used data communication in the world, which means we've come a long way from the average monthly text message in 1995 for consumers, which was 0.4 messages.
Thanks for watching News Valdosta. I'm Ariel Brooks.
And I'm Daniel Young. Have a great day. We'll see you next time.